Jake, why don't you tell the people watching what we've been working on, how long we've been working together for, and yeah, just talk about the business side of things.
Yeah, we've been working together on the business side for my work because I felt like I was struggling to maintain consistency with like clients and putting myself in a good position to get more work, and that's really helped like what we've been doing so far.
Yeah.
And kind of putting myself out there a bit more, gaining more confidence in like how I present myself and showing my face more as well.
Mm.
So
Do you see any difference between your business before and your business now?
yeah, massively.
Okay.
Because I think it's all about the consistency of clients, and I wasn't really getting that before. I wasn't really paying attention to the ways in which I could improve my business. Well, I was struggling to maintain consistency of clients throughout like a year, basically.
How were you looking at it then? Like before?
I think I was looking at it as if, oh, I don't have any work. I'm just going to freestyle and make content.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the only way for me to get work, just by putting work on Instagram and all that. And then hopefully someone comes in and emails me. But it's not that simple.
I hear that. So what do you think is the biggest thing that we've done that's made your business better now than it was before?
The way I present myself on Instagram now, because I've got a Calendly and it's not so cluttered, because before I had links everywhere. And now it's more like seamless in the way that clients can reach out to me and like work together.
Yeah.
Because we've got the Calendly, and then they can just book in a call, and then it's not you going back and forth on emails trying to set up a call, and then it doesn't happen anyway.
So first of all, I will say like the first conversation that we had, I don't know if you remember. I remember I was on Campus Highway, in Coventry, at the bottom by M&S. I remember I was on the phone, and I said this one line to you, and I don't know why, it just stuck in my head for like, obviously we've been working together for about a year now on the business side of things. And I said, Jake, you're Picasso and I'm Picasso.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember that?
I remember you saying that, yeah.
It was just something I said on the whim, but it's just stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're the artist and I'm here to basically allow you to sell. Obviously we've got physical art here, but your digital work, your digital services, you'll basically provide them.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the first things we did is I went through your emails. Obviously you shared your screen and you showed me. And some of the emails were just back and forth, like with clients going, can you do Tuesday at 7? No, I can't. Can you do Wednesday at 6? No, I can't. What about Thursday at 5? No. So Jake, easiest thing, mate, is the Calendly. Set one up, logo, that, done. And it's just been so easy, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a lot more. Yeah, it's been easier for people to get in touch and just like communicate what they want, and just making it easy for them to work with me. And then, yeah, I'm not going and saying, oh, I can't do that. And just making it a lot more simple for them to talk to me as well. And not giving them, like bombarding them with so many questions in an email.
I was going to talk about that. Yeah, go for it. Explain that.
So I think before I was kind of giving them so many different questions, and then it would probably overwhelm the client, and then they wouldn't even get back to me.
There's just like 4 questions to answer. I don't know what to go with first.
Yeah.
I think as well, for people listening, they're probably thinking like, that's so simple. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're just going to email and just putting there, like, saying one thing. But in theory, yeah, it sounds simple. But when you're an entrepreneur, nobody has taught us this. Nobody has taught us this to get here. We don't learn this in school. You've got to learn on the job. And a lot of the times with entrepreneurs, you're just doing what you're used to doing. Like, how long have you been a freelance motion artist?
Probably like 7 years altogether. Yeah.
So in 7 years, that's a long period. You've got your own habits, your own, your own mindset around work, what work means to you. So I think it sounds simple to people, but really when we break it down, that's actually, it's quite effective, because the emails is the main part of your work, would you say?
Yeah. I feel like the email side of things, you can put it off as well. I was putting it off, and then, I mean, it's better to be more responsive and make the client aware that you're there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I was just I wasn't even replying to any emails, but now we're replying to every single email and
100%.
just making it easy. I think emails is like a game of chess, and it's like, how do I approach this?
Yeah. What do I say? How do I say it?
Yeah.
Tell the people about the Poland workshop and where we were and what.
Oh yeah. So I think before one of our like meetings,
Yep.
the people that were running the workshop and well, like running the festival, they reached out to me, and I was kind of putting it off, and I didn't reach out to them at all about like confirming my spot with it. You were kind of like, why don't you do it? It's going to be like a different opportunity and something I haven't done before.
You said it to me so casually as well. We were sitting upstairs in, I think it was Notes in King's Cross, the coffee roasters. We were sitting
Yeah.
upstairs, and you said casually, it's like halfway through, he was like, oh yeah, and I had this, offer from a workshop to go and, do a talk and workshop in Poland, but I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I said, wait, what? Well, like, what do you mean here? Like you got an offer to go and do basically public speaking, which is
Yeah.
a lot of humans' biggest fear in life. And then we spoke about it. He showed me an email, and I was like, Jay, this could be a fantastic opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
And then I think you came around and you thought, okay, cool, like this could be a good idea. And then obviously you did it.
Yeah. I think it was building the courage, because like in school and like college and like university, public speaking for me was like the worst thing.
I think for everyone.
Yeah. And it's kind of something that I would put off all the time. So when it came about, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be good for this. And you have those thoughts in your head like, I don't think I'm ready, or like I might not like turn up, or
I might cock up my line.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But I mean, yeah, you told me to just go for it, and also we did some practice sessions
Yeah.
before that.
About that.
So that really helped me kind of, because yeah, we went through the whole of the presentation side of things, and what I was doing within the workshop kind of structured it in a way that was easy for me to kind of present
Go
it.
in and do it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting as well, for those that don't know my background, I basically used to go into schools and do public speaking for about 2.5 years. So when this opportunity come up with you, I was like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to basically pass on the skills that I've learned
Yeah.
in those schools. And we hired out the rooms, and you had the PowerPoint presentation on the screen, and we just go through it. Do you remember? We think we did about 2 or 3 sessions of those.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'll input some of the photos from the Poland workshop, because that was killer.
Yeah, but that was a mad experience, and I think if I didn't have you as like a coach, then I wouldn't have done that at all. I would probably left it and be like, no. But it's probably a good opportunity, because, and then in the future, if I get another email about work, well, doing a workshop or presenting my work,
You'd be like, I've already done
then
it.
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. For somebody like you now, and it is different for you compared to other clients, because you've got a following, you've gained traction, you've put the work in, you've worked with recognizable brands. And I think a lot of the things that I saw with you were treating it like on an ad hoc basis. You were basically freestyling, which is what I found quite surprising. Like, how has somebody got to this level and at this level, and he's just like doing it like as and when.
Yeah.
And then I remember that first conversation, you was like, well, work's slowing down right now. And I remember saying to you, well, what are you doing right now? What are you focusing on? And you was like, passion projects. And I was thinking, but how much money is the passion projects making you? He was like, well, nothing really. I was like, okay, so forget all of that for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's get your email up. And I'm sure there's like 10 people that you've worked with in the last year. Drop them a message and just be like, look, I've got some availability now from this period to this period. That's another thing as a freelancer, is that you don't know how busy you're going to be. I know people talk about a lot like, oh, you don't know if you can, like, you're not always sure if you're going to get work in or when work's going to come. But you could get, I mean, look at how the Anderlecht thing came around. Just randomly one day, bang, July 11th, 2025.
Yeah.
Or whenever it was on my birthday. You get that message and they're like, do you want to work on this football team? But before that, you might have had a slow period. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, there's always slow periods. There's always slow periods, and then there'll be periods where there's so much work. It just really depends. But also, you kind of want to be in a position where you actually want to take the work on, or you can't just leave it. You can't just not do anything.
Yeah.
Kind of just do passion projects and then that's it.
Yeah, no, exactly. There has to be, I think passion projects are great if, you maybe want to set aside some time, but if business isn't booming, this is not the time to focus on passion project. This is the time to be like, look, I don't know what we need to do, but we need to do something to get us in the right direction. It could be running ads. It could be making content. It could be reaching out to those old clients that you used to work with, the old studio.
Yeah.
etc. What happens if somebody's watching right now? What happens if another motion artist like yourself is watching this and is surprised by the fact that you've got a coach? What would you say to them? What's this done for you compared to, maybe when you was before on your own? Because they're probably just, again, it's just solopreneur. They're probably on their own. They're trying to figure it out. What would you say?
I think having a coach is probably like the best thing, really, because you can talk to the coach whenever you want, get some advice if you need it, and like because you've got a different background to me, you've got like the business background and you've got the psychological background as well. It's kind of that's more your thing, and mine's more creating and
for sure.
just making things. When it comes to emails and that kind of thing, admin, then I'm kind of
It's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, I don't really want to be doing a lot of it. So it's good to have that help.
Yeah.
And it's also good to have someone's like opinion from a different perspective as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, remember what we spoke about, was it 2 days ago, talking about, putting a book together.
Yeah.
Putting a book together and selling it to your audience. Now, this isn't something that's going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
But this is an idea that we can bounce off. You remember you just said it on a whim one day on a session.
Yeah.
A session before. Do you remember?
Just a freestyle of like, I might do a book.
I was like, wait, that would be flipping amazing. Like, imagine right here, we don't have your print, which by the way looks amazing.
Yeah.
We have your book here.
Yeah. In the future, it might be coming.
We'll talk about it, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, big question. Somebody's probably thinking this right now at home while they're watching this. Has hiring a business coach made you more money, would you say?
Yeah.
Go on.
I feel because there's more consistency within the work I take on now. And before it was very stagnant. There would be like months where I have maybe like 2 or 3 clients, and then maybe like 3 months later, then there'll be more. But I think I have worked pretty much every month since we've been working anyway.
It's amazing. It's amazing. What do you think's contributed to that, would you say? Like, aside from the emails, aside from the Calendly?
I think it's maybe posting and sharing my client work a lot more, because I wasn't really doing too much unless I thought it was needed. Well, I thought it was like a project that I enjoyed, then I'd post that, or if it looked good, then I'd post it. But I feel like because I've worked on so many good projects recently, I just need to share that. And then they've always led to more work.
What would you say to somebody that would want to hire a business coach right now, that they're an artist or maybe they're an entrepreneur and they think, God, I don't know if a business coach would help me? What would your advice be to them?
I feel, I know quite a few people and they have business coaches, and it seems like that helps them massively as well.
Yeah.
And it also you have like 2 people, you have yourself and then you have the other person that's actually like trying to improve the way things run for you.
Yeah.
So I think it's a no-brainer, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't want to be stuck in a bubble, like not knowing or like clueless of your business, because you've only been on one side of things with your business, and maybe you need a different perspective on how it's running and how they see it.
Good idea. That's a really good way to word it, bro. I think especially as creatives, I think, look at their business as like, you are a true creative, right? Everything in your life. Guys, if you step in, I haven't been in Jake's house, but from what I've seen on Google calls, if you step into Jake's house, you look around and you're like, this guy's a creative. Everything you can tell it's from a creative mind. And I think the creative mind and the business mind are very different. They're not the same, right? Some would say the business mind is more logical, and that's completely fine. But I think once you marry the two together, it's a different story. And with you right now, you have so much momentum, so much. Like when I picture your business, it's like you're on the train and you're going. And if we compare that to, let's say, another motion artist that might be stuck in their ways, might be wanting to think, well, what do I do now? I've been doing this, for a bit of a while. I feel maybe creatively stuck. I feel like I'm at the same income level. I need something else that's just going to like break down a door. My opinion would be get a business coach. I did it with the Masculine Essence. When I first started that, I hired a business coach because I was like, for the first time ever, I got gold dust on my hands. I hired this lady, Katrin, I talk about her so much. I hired this lady and I said, look, I need you to help me with this. I don't know nothing about business, really. What do I need to do? She was like, look, do all of the boring stuff. Research the demographics of your ideal audience, your ideal customer, build the website, build a team, blah, blah, blah. All of this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is intense. She's like, but if you do it now, just do it once. You won't need to do it again. And I was like, okay, cool. And I remember, how taxing it was mentally. But now I look back, bro, and I'm like, yeah, man, that was good. That was useful. Because it's quite clear now.
Yeah.
If somebody was asking you, what is Dennis like as a business coach?
Yeah.
What would you say to them? How would you describe me?
Well,
he's a twat. No, I'm joking.
You just say things how they are, and you're not saying it to please the person.
Okay, I didn't know that from you. Go on, tell me.
No,
elaborate.
like we've known each other so long.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're always on like a business mindset, and like you want the best out of like the person, really.
Of course. No, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah.
Because we've known each other a long time.
Long time.
And you could just say, oh yeah, that looks good. Like,
yeah.
But no, you put the business mindset on.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
You feel like I'm always honest with you.
Yeah, you're always honest. And I don't feel like you're just saying things for the sake of it.
Nah, man. I can't live like that anyway. Like I find that really hard. You ask anyone in my life, even like family, they're like, this guy just always speaks his mind. Sometimes I don't need to hear what he's thinking, but he'll tell me anyway.
That's the best way to be, though, as a coach.
I think so.
Because then you're saying it how it is, and people aren't waiting until like they find another coach to actually realize that.
Yeah, and I think, look, I'll be honest, I've definitely offended clients before. Not that much, but I have offended people before, and you can tell because their demeanor changes, and I have to go and maybe go and pull them like 10 minutes later and be like, look, was you offended by what I said? And I've had situations where like, it was a bit harsh, like the way you worded it. I was like, do you know what? I apologize about my delivery. It's so funny. A couple of people in my life are talking about, yo, Dennis, you need to work on your delivery a little bit. I get that you're being honest, but the way you're saying it is just so like cuts like a knife. And I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. So, but yeah, no, I think honesty is the best thing, especially when we're in business. Like when you're doing business, do not bullshit anyone.
Exactly.
You bring something to me and I'll say, Jake, I think this is good. Or I think this is, and I'm not on about the art side because that's your side. Do you get it? I'm not really having my 2 cents on how I think you should use your transitions here. What's that got to do with me? Really? That's your work, right?
Yeah.
But if you then come to me, say, look, I like this, I want to sell this is how much I'm going to sell it for. And I'll be like, okay, well, how much does it cost you to make? When you're going to sell, how are you going to sell it? Have you done any marketing for it? These are the kind of questions that come into mind. Do you know what I mean?